Hi everyone, it's Gail here. Happy Monday. God, I had to think what day it was there for a second. It's been such a busy, God, it's been such a busy couple of weeks actually. So last week was my first week back from having a week off, so a week's holiday, and that was pretty full on. A little ping there telling me I'm live on YouTube. So it was really full on last week, and then had a really hectic weekend. Some of the stuff I did at the weekend I shouldn't bother doing. So I played golf yesterday miserably and got soaked in the process as well. So that was probably a mistake. But it got me out exercising, which I guess is what was important. It was a nice walk up until the point it started chucking it down with rain, but never mind. Um, and then today has just been, just really, really full on. So I'm kind of in full on mode getting ready for my next challenge, which is the week of 30th of November. Can't wait for that. Super excited. All new challenge, how to lead with impact in tech. So if you haven't registered for that, then do please come and join me. All the information you need to be able to do that is in this post. Just need to have a read at that and come along and join us. So that is all happening. And I've just got loads on at the moment. So I'm doing some training for a lovely tech company based in Edinburgh. And I've just taken on a new client as well, a new coaching client. So so it's just full on at the moment. Super, super busy, but that's all good. It's good to be busy. I like being busy. So if you are on watching me live just now, let me know. So I see somebody is watching live. So who is here? Let me know in the comments. And you might just need to, if you haven't joined me live before, you might just need to click the little StreamYard link at the top of the post, so that if you do say hello and let me know that you're here watching, or if you've got any questions for me, I know who you are. So if you are on right now, let me know who you are, where you are, what you have been doing today, or what you are doing today, depending on what time zone you are in, right? So for some of you, it might just be the start of your day, which is fine. It's the end of my day. The end of my day, we are having meatballs for tea, which my husband has just made. So they are bubbling away nicely in the pot. Looking forward to that. So hubby is going to be watching the Masters all this week. So the Masters coverage, live Masters coverage of the golf, which normally is in April, postponed to November because of COVID. He is going to be doing that all this week. So I might be watching some of that and possibly doing some stuff on my iPad, but we'll see what happens, because he has the big telly watching the golf and I have my tiny little iPad, which is about that size. Now I usually watch a drama, because I'm a drama queen, so I like a good drama, a good BBC drama, or something on Amazon Prime or Netflix, as long as it's a good drama with a good story, good meaty drama. The thing I just watched was The Secrets She Keeps. That was a BBC drama set in Australia. Just watched that, and I am now back on the Handmaid's Tale. Is it Handmaid's Tale? Handmaiden's Tale? Handmaid's Tale? Which is a bit dark, but I've watched the 2 previous series, so there's another one now on Amazon Prime, so I'm starting to get engrossed in that again. Having just watched all of Outlander back to back, one episode after another, all 5 seasons, and completely hooked on that as well. So can't wait for the next one of them to come out, whenever that is going to be. So what am I talking about today? So today I thought I would talk about vision, and more specifically, what is important about having a vision, and then I guess actually following on from that, because I got a question about this from one of my clients today. What do you do with it, right? So if you've gone to the trouble of creating a vision, like, so what? So what does that give you? What do you do with it? How does it help you? How should you be thinking about it? What do you do with it if you've gone to the effort of creating one? And I guess that's the thing. So it does take a bit of effort, right, to create a really compelling vision. But if you are a leader, whether you're leading in tech or anywhere else, but if you are leading, see a few more people have joined. So if you are watching me live, pop a little comment in so I know who you are, what you're up to, where you are, you're doing this fine evening or this fine day, depending on where you are. But if you are on, yeah, just let me know that you're here, because otherwise all I see is that somebody is watching me and I don't know who it is. Let me just bring up my other screen over here and see if I can see it here. Who is joining me, because I see 5 people are on, which is quite nice.
Hello, it's Gail here. I am live.
Oh my goodness, couldn't get rid of that there. Sorry about that. That was a previous Ignite show, which I've just added into my bot for people that are getting messages from me. What is going on with my mouse? There we go. Doesn't tell me over here either who is watching. But anyway, it's fine. I'm on with subtitles live. I can see. I don't know how I've managed to get subtitles. And apparently I've just been talking about a kangaroo. I can see the subtitles over here, which are a bit of a delay from where I actually am over here, where my camera is. And yeah, apparently I just mentioned a kangaroo. Interesting. Don't know how that happened. Anyway, back to vision. So yeah, it does take a bit of effort, right? It takes a little bit of effort to, I'm going to try and enunciate a little bit better, because that's maybe why something came up about a kangaroo on my subtitles. I probably wasn't speaking clearly enough for the subtitles to pick me up. So it does take a bit of effort to create a vision. But here's the thing. Any leader that is going to lead with conviction, with credibility, with passion, with presence, right? Presence, really big thing. Something I really struggled with, executive presence. I worked on it. Right, so any leader that wants to have those things, so credibility, presence, passion, persuasiveness, a following, if you want people to follow you, right, you need to have a clear vision of where it is that you are trying to get to and why you are trying to get there. And the first place, or the best place to start with that, is to be thinking about what your own personal vision is, right? Because once you know your personal vision, then that can translate into any kind of vision that you want as it applies to the organization that you work in, the team that you're leading. But the starting point is to be really clear, well, what is your personal vision? Tracy Smith is here. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for putting a comment in. Thank you for saying hello. How are you? Where are you? What are you up to? How's your day been? Let me know in the comments. What I was saying there. Yeah, so if you want to be able to lead with impact, right? That's ultimately what I am all about. It's all about, how do you lead with impact? Start with a personal vision, right? And start with a personal vision of what's it going to look like for you, say in 10 years' time? Where do you want to get to? What is in your wildest imaginable dreams? What would you do if you couldn't fail? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? I was talking to my friend about that over lunch on Saturday. What would you do if you couldn't fail? Because when you ask yourself that question, it opens up a whole heap of possibilities. When you get failure out of the way, right, you can actually really focus on and think about, gosh, actually, what does really matter to me? What do I really want to achieve? What do I really want to do? Who is the leader that I'm meant to be? What does that look like? Who am I when I'm leading at my best, right? And so when we can picture that, right, we get excited about it, and we can start to think about, what are the things that are going to call us forward? What are the things that are going to light us up? What are the things that are going to excite us? What are the things that we are truly passionate about based on why we are here? What are we here to do, right? And if you can just kind of, give yourself permission to think big, to be bold, to dream, right? Because it is just a vision. It doesn't matter if you never do it. It's just a vision. So if you could imagine being somewhere, Tracy is good, thanks. Currently in Yorkshire, been job hunting and tweaking my CV. Oh, so you should have a look in my free group, Tracy, because we've had a couple of guest experts in my free group that if you watch the playback, because they're all available in the group, and you watch the playback, they give you some really good tips on, so there's one on writing a really good CV, and there is another one on how to smash your next interview. right? So go into my free group. I can put the link in here if you're not in there already, and check out the guest expert sessions from Jane Foray is the one on your CV, and Pamela Langan did one on smashing your next interview. So I think they would be really helpful for you. So have a look at that and let me know if you need the link for the group. And I can send it. I can put it in the comments here. So yeah, so that whole thing of having this vision that's going to call you forward, right? Light you up, excite you, draw out your passion. It's going to make you jump out of bed in the morning, right? When you have created a vision that's right for you because it excites you, it lights you up, and you think, gosh, I can't wait to get there. You want to create something. I talked about this in my last challenge, actually. You want to create something that you want to gallop towards, right? You want to gallop towards something. But once you've done all that, so once you've created this vision, so you've created a vision, right, of where you want to get to in 10 years' time. So you've really thought about what you want to be doing, who do you want to be with, how, what do you want to be, where do you want to be working, what sort of work do you want to do, who are the people that you want to have around you, where will you be living, what does it look like, who is around you, who are your colleagues, who are you working with, all those sorts of things, right? So you want to create all of that and put all of that into a vision. But then once you've got it, it's like, right, okay, so I've done all that. So what? What do I do next? What do I do next? And so the thing about it is, what you then have is you have this guiding light, right? You have this guiding thing, whatever you want to call it, a guiding vision, because we'll call it a vision because it's a vision that we're creating. You then have that to guide all of your decisions, right? So when you are unsure, so if you have a decision to make, you're not sure what to do, you go back to your vision and you use that like a litmus test, right? So what decision could I make in relation to whatever it is you're trying to make a decision on? What decision could I make that would take me closer to my vision, right? So it can help you make decisions. The other thing is, so it helps you make decisions that are right for you, right? That's the important thing. Make decisions that are right for you. Because often we make decisions that are right for everybody else and we forget to consider ourselves in them, right? And that's really important. We need to consider ourselves when we're making decisions. Really important. And it helps us figure out, what's next? What's the action I need to take, right? How do I move forward? So when you really focus on your vision, right, it's going to help you think about what's my immediate next step. So it doesn't need to be that once you've created a vision, it's like you need to make it all happen all at once. You're talking about creating a vision that's 10 years into the future potentially. But how does that influence what you do in the present, right? So when you think about the vision, you think about where you're trying to get to, what's really important to you, what you want that to look like. A really good question to ask yourself is, what do I want? What do I want right this second? What do I want today? What do I want this week, this month, this year? What do I want in my life? Okay? You sit with that question and see what comes up for you. So 2 questions. What do I want? Really important. Second one is, what would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? Right? You sit with those 2 questions and see what comes up. It can be so enlightening. But yeah, so once you've got that, it helps you figure out what's your immediate next step. So you don't need to have, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a 10-point plan or anything like that, because that is all important and not kind of taking away from that. But even just, when you think about, right, what matters most to me today, right? The question becomes, what is going to take me closer to my vision today? And therefore, what is going to be my immediate next step? What's a baby step that I can take that's going to take me closer? Where am I in relation to my overall vision? And what am I going to do today that's going to move me towards that? Right? So your vision just becomes this guiding light, helping you figure out how to navigate how to navigate through everything that's going to get thrown at you, all the curveballs that get sent to you day to day, all the things that knock you off course, all the things that are trying to knock you off track and pull you back, knock you down, all those things. Your vision will help you bounce back up and become resilient. So resilience is something that I talk about in my Ignite program. We're actually moving on to talk about resilience next week. So we're talking about vision this week. Actually, we're not. just realised that we talked about vision last week. We're talking about conscious choice this week in my Ignite program. Next week, we're moving on to talk about resilience. But one of the things, so we all need to be resilient, right? We all need to find and exercise our resilience muscle, because if we are stretching ourselves, if we are stepping outside of our comfort zone, if we are being big and bold, which we need to be as leaders, if we want to really have an impact, right? Sometimes that means taking risks. Sometimes that means being bold. Sometimes that means being really visible. Sometimes that means speaking up. Sometimes it means putting yourself out there and moving forward, even though you don't know what's going to happen, right? And that means when we do that, sometimes we get it wrong, sometimes we mess up, sometimes we fall over, sometimes we fail, okay? Sometimes we fail, but that's okay. Because if we're not failing, if we're not getting things wrong, we're not pushing ourselves, we're not testing our boundaries, we're not pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. And that is how we grow. We grow by taking on new experiences, trying new things, and saying, do I like that? Am I good at that? How do we figure out our strengths if we don't try new things? We need to figure out what our strengths are. And sometimes that means that we've got to take a risk and try something new. So when we do that, and if we do mess up, right, and we've got a really clear and compelling vision of where it is that we're trying to get to, those little mess ups are just little mess ups. They're not major disasters. They're just little, instead of a massive obstacle, they just become little bumps in the road because you are on a bigger, longer, bolder path to the vision that you have created, right? So that's the so what. The so what about having a vision is, and what do you do with it? It's all about, how does it keep you on track? How does it keep you on course? How does it keep calling you forward? How does it guide you when you're trying to make decisions? How does it keep you credible and accountable around who you are and what you're trying to achieve and why you are here, right? When you have real clarity around your vision and where you're trying to get to, that's what happens. You can make decisions with more clarity. You can be bold about where you're trying to get to. You can be resilient when you mess up and fall over. It will help you get back up again. And it will help you to keep moving forward, right? It will help you to keep moving forward, which is really, really important. So that's it. That's what I have for you today. So I know a few people were kind of pinging in and out as I was chatting there. So if you are still here, let me know what you think of that. And if you are watching this on replay, either on Facebook, YouTube, or in my vault, because all of these shows, all the episodes of my Ignite show get posted into my vault as well. You can get free access to my vault. Then, just let me know if you're watching this on playback. Let me know #replay. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, just let me know that you've seen it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any comments. Let me know if you're going to try this, right? More importantly, right? I don't say all this stuff, right? Just to hear my own voice. I share all this stuff because it works and because it can make a difference. If you do that, if you take the action and do the work, it can make a massive difference. So my guidance to you is, if this resonates with you, go and do it, right? That is the thing. Don't just listen, go and do it. Make it practical, apply it, because that's what's going to make the difference to you. And if you like the sound of this stuff, vision is one of the things that we work on in my next, or one of the things that we will be working on in my next challenge. So my next challenge free challenge starts the week of the 30th of November. Tracy, I think you have registered. I'm pretty sure I've seen your name coming through. Fantastic. Can't wait to get into that with you. I'm not sure who else is on, but if you are watching just now and you haven't registered for my challenge, you can do that now. So the link is in this post. So free challenge, 5 days. It's an opportunity to get coached by me for free when I will be sharing loads of tips, strategies, techniques. There will be 5 specific short tasks to do every day, but I go live in the group every evening and I will answer any questions that you have got. I will be there to shape, support, encourage and guide you over the course of 5 days. And you can come and be part of that and be live with me as well. And ask me whatever you want to ask me, and I will. Yeah, I'm an open book in my challenge. I share anything you ask me. I do my best to answer. And the thing is, so I will be sharing in the task and also just in general the tips, strategies, and techniques that I have used successfully, right? And I am a coactive coach now. I learned how to be a coactive coach, but I worked with a coactive coach when I was in corporate and was struggling with executive presence, right? So if you are someone who, wow, just seen something come through. There's a bit of a surprise on my phone. If you are someone who wants to lead with more impact, so especially if you're a results-driven woman in tech, right? That's who I try to attract in. If that's you and you want to lead with more impact, influence, and balance, so if you want to be more visible, if you want to have more impact, and you want to do that with confidence, right? So you want to feel more confident in a leadership role, this challenge is for you. And I will be sharing tips, strategies, and techniques with you that, if you were to work one-to-one with a coach like me, would cost you in excess of about £5,000, right? So that is how much value you are going to get. It's not one-to-one, so it's a group event, so a group challenge. But I'll be sharing the same methods, techniques, and strategies that I use with my one-to-one clients. So this is your opportunity to get all of that insight and guidance for free over 5 days. So I hope you will come and join me. It's going to be amazing. The doors open the Friday before, so that is the 27th of November. And I think we're about 3 weeks away to the challenge going live. So we start on the 30th of November. It is the 9th of November today. So I think that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks today, I think the doors open. Actually, the doors open on Friday, but the first task is out on the Monday. And it's going to be brilliant. So this is a new challenge, so a similar task to what I've done before, but completely different focus, because the focus is completely on leading with impact. So leading with impact in tech in particular. You don't have to be in tech to do the challenge, but that's my background. My background is tech, so that kind of makes sense. But how to lead with impact, and also thinking about how you can influence important stakeholders and how you can do all of that without getting overwhelmed, right? So it's about doing all of that and finding your balance. Okay, so we want you to be able to lead with impact, but with balance as well. That's incredibly important. And I'll be talking about how you can do that, right? Because most people really struggle with 2 big things when they're leading, or the 2 big things that people come to me for help with when they're leading are self-doubt, right? So that old inner critic, and overwhelm. Self-doubt and overwhelm. So if you struggle with that, this challenge will really help you. So come and join me. Link is in the post. You can register now. It's free to join, and you will have an opportunity to continue working with me should you wish to do that. But it's not a requirement, but you will get an opportunity. You'll get actually an amazing opportunity to work with me, to continue working with me, or to continue the journey with me after the challenge. If you would like to do that, there will be an amazing opportunity in the middle of the challenge that I'll be talking about. Right, that's it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have watched live or if you're watching on replay, I will be back again on Thursday. So Thursday this week, I don't know yet what I'm going to be talking about, but I will be back with something on Thursday that will hopefully add some value to you. And I look forward to that. So that's it for now. I will speak to you very soon. And thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Bye.